Hey everybody, this is Adam with the Productivity Academy. Today I wanted to show you how you can pretty easily actually take care of things when you're sick or when you're, I guess, also really out of time, but you still have to get things done, right? I think we've all been there, and the reason I'm talking about this today is because right before Christmas, I got a really bad cold. But it wasn't bad enough to be stuck in bed. But after a couple hours, I was just a wreck. So I'd like wake up, and I knew I had like 2 hours of kind of semi-productive time, and after that, I was going to be either asleep or just not capable of doing any sort of remotely higher level activity. So I want to tell you about that today. Also, before I forget, if you want to stay up to date with this stuff, just click on the button below and subscribe to the channel. You can also head over to Productivity Academy or productivity.academy and subscribe there if you want to get email updates. It's generally updates on new blog posts, things like reviews. Obviously, I use Todoist a lot, Wunderlist, Evernote, some other stuff. Actually, I've got Panda Planner. I don't know if you've ever seen this. I hadn't heard of it until recently. I got one. I'm going to check it out. So stuff like that. When I do new stuff, I'll let you know about it. Anyways, so back to this. So as you can see on the screen, so this is like the Todoist kind of showroom that I have set up. So I have my own, of course, but there's a lot of stuff on there I don't want just anybody seeing. So I set this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about when I mean like batching tasks or prioritizing, things like that. So basically, this is just another angle of how you need to prioritize and also eliminate. So you can consider this maybe an application of the 80-20 rule and say that 20% of what you do is going to get you 80% of your results. Okay, and then you can also tie this into the one thing, okay, which is a book, but it's also a great way of prioritizing or thinking about what you're doing. You could think at any one moment, what's the one thing I'm doing that's going to get me the most results and that should be the highest priority. So you can kind of combine those into the 80-20 one thing rule and say, okay, if I look at my task list and I've got 10 things on there, 2 of them are probably really important and need to be done and are going to get me the most results. Okay, and that's whether you're at your job, if you're running your own business, or if it's stuff you need done around the house, right? Doesn't matter. You can generally apply this. Maybe it's 70-30 or 60-40 or 90-10, but there's something in there. And then when you're sick or you don't have a lot of time, you really need to prioritize and just either let go those other items or delay them. Okay, so we can look at this, and so let's look at the screen right here. If I had this, to be honest, I haven't looked at this in detail, but I can go through this in probably 2 minutes and tell you what I would prioritize. So let's say I wake up, I'm really sick, I know I've only got a couple hours of useful time left. I would go through this and say, okay, review all tasks for today and check calendar. Well, I'll probably just check that off because I'm going to have to kind of go through here anyways and do this. So I would still do that, and the reason for that is twofold. One, it's quick, it's an easy win. 2, I'm a huge believer in reviewing your tasks, okay? Doing the daily review, even if it's 5 minutes, that really sets you up for success, and it's part of building that habit. And so having the system in place is what allows you to do things like this, like to prioritize, when to know, that you can cut tasks and how to go about doing this. So having that in place is really important. So I would not cut that. I would keep that. Okay, read one chapter of a new book. So I'm reading a new book. That may not be the best time to do it. So I would definitely cut that one. I would either delete it, or if it's a recurring task, I'd just go ahead and check it off and say, you know what, I'm done. I don't need to worry about this today. All right, so let's go. High level review, 30 minutes checking projects and direction. This is one, just depends on if it's a new habit you're trying to build, you may want to stick with it. For myself, I'd probably just check it as done or delay it till tomorrow if it's something that, is some higher level, like it says it needs to be done, but maybe not today. Take out trash, okay? If you can delegate that or get someone else to do it, do it. This is now we're getting down into the stuff where like, okay, it doesn't have to absolutely be done, then get rid of it. All right, write down goals for the next month. This is one I would probably delay. I wouldn't delete it though. I would say, okay, that's very important. That's something that should be done, but maybe put it off for 2 or 3 days until you're feeling better and your mind's clear. All right, and then create next steps for new sales funnel process for the personal assistant. That looks like something that could be done, and that looks like out of all of these, that's the one like kind of main focus here. So I would say I would keep that one and try to get it done. And the next one, order birthday gifts for next month. Okay, that's up to you, but for me, I would say, yep, delay it, or maybe I can ask somebody to help me with that. All right. So anyways, that's just a quick insight into how this works for me, and why I think it's really important that you have these processes in place, and why I keep talking about batching tasks and doing a daily review and all those sorts of things. Once you have those in place, it helps you at times when you're not at your peak. And then when you are at your peak, you can just really, get going and really be so much more productive and better with your time management. But like I said, the other side to that is when things aren't going well, it's going to really help you. Instead of just totally falling apart, you're going to be able to prioritize and still get the most important things done. So anyways, hopefully this helps you. Anyways, if you have any comments, by all means, please let me know or leave a comment on the video, and I'd love to hear from you. All right, so again, if you want to, subscribe and stay up to date, or you can go to the website at productivity.academy. Subscribe, get emails for updated content and all that good stuff. So we'll see you next time.